Hey there, good God, it's Kim again. And I guess you could call this a sauna session. Let's see here. Yep, I'm just as pretty as I was the day before. This really is part of the revealing my vulnerability. Ugh. I am not my aging skin. All this stuff here. Anyhow, I'd like to report in that it's becoming increasingly, sorry about that, increasingly clear to me that the bouts of really intense anxiety are absolutely about marijuana and probably alcohol withdrawal as well. So, yeah, I can't believe, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I smoked pot for almost 40 years, probably more like regularly with a few brief interruptions over the years for 35 plus years, 37 years. And all this time I thought that it was fairly, air quotes, harmless. And I suppose if you're going to keep smoking it, you know, like I said, it wasn't like it was ruining my life, but it certainly wasn't adding to it at a certain point, and that's probably been quite some time now. So anyway, I can't go back and change anything, and there's, you know, nothing really I would change, really. I can't. So here we are today, and I've been looking into some, you know, I was so anxietous that I looked at some forums, marijuana recovery type forums, and sure enough, anxiety, paranoia, I've had some of that, anxiousness, depression, not suicidal thoughts like, oh, I'm going to kill myself, but I can definitely understand how people feel like they want to when anxiety is super high like that. So, you know, THC and I guess all the other toxins that are in with, maybe the toxins bond to the THC, but anyhow, it's stored in our fat cells, and surely I have some of that. And so I'm in the process of releasing all that, right? And therefore, where's all that stuff going to go? If it can't be processed through my liver, then, you know, it's just going to be re-upped. You know, I'm just going to uptake it again. So I am doing the 2 coffee enemas a day, and because I am doing that, I really should juice twice a day. I'm definitely doing 2 celery juices every day before I eat, but I'm adding in now some carrot, apple, ginger, kind of whatever's there to juice, parsley, some greens, garlic, because I need to replace whatever's. I just need to up my nutrient factor. So, those are the bits and pieces. But I gotta tell you, it's fucking rough. Right now, I'm fine. Last night, I did take a spray that is 2 parts CBD to 1 part THC, because it was either that or take a sleeping pill or go to the mental hospital, because I was so upset. I was shaking, I was crying, I was, you know, I just felt hopeless. So, you know, according to some of these, you know, obviously everybody's going to detox differently from this, and it could be anywhere from a couple of days, I'm way past that, to, you know, a couple of years. God forbid. I think that doing this real deep cleansing that I'm doing is facilitating and expediting this process. It also is probably heightening the detox symptoms. And of course, the detox symptoms, you know, the anxiety, right, which is a function of the brain, is related to whatever's going on in my gut and my colon and my liver. And so it's all connected. And I just hope, praying to God that I'm on the other side of this, because I want to tell anybody who's been a long-term smoker. Long-term is different for everybody, but certainly the marijuana that's available today is different than it was when, I started smoking. And so, your buildup of the chemical in THC is probably high. Anyway, that's not for me to say. What am I talking about? I know nothing other than my own experience. And I just want to tell you from my own experience, you'll quit when you're ready. God knows it's been years for me. I've been thinking about it and talking about it. So I'm not going to tell you to quit. I'm just going to tell you that when you do decide to quit, be prepared. I was totally unprepared for this. I cannot believe that I didn't know. I mean, I read, yeah, you'll have a little anxiety and some sleeplessness. Maybe you just won't be hungry. I did have a few days where I lacked an appetite. I've been a little sleepless because of the ear ringing, and that may be true as well, even without the ear ringing, which, by the way, right now, very low grade. It's very nice. So get support, go on the forums, and my recommendation would be to see this as part of a larger detox for yourself, so that you're not just pulling the rug out from under your brain, and you're ridding your body, your cells of the toxins. And so as I'm cleaning out fat cells, and I'm not exactly sure what the science is for that, but as that's happening, I am releasing this THC at a much faster rate than I would if I were not doing this. So as best you can, coffee enemas will cost you practically nothing, the cost of coffee, and I recommend getting a stainless steel set up, and you could probably find one on eBay because people probably don't do it, so they probably bought it and you could buy it used, and just sterilize it. It's not a big deal. I don't recommend the enema bag from CVS. It smelled like a new tire, and that can't be healthy for you. So you'll see all kinds of things. If you Google this and you go on YouTube, you'll see all kinds of recommendations. I'm so pretty. I of course am just giving you my recommendation. This is just my experience. But if I were going to try to detox from alcohol, marijuana, sleeping pills, any kind of drug, and those are all drugs, I would go for it, with support in some measure, and just recognize that everybody's going to have a different experience. You might not experience anxiety. How nice would that be for you? Good for you. But you might, and a lot of people do, and it's intense. I'm telling you, even though I know it's going to pass, it feels like it's going to be the fucking rest of my life. And that's where my mind goes. And oh my God, this is because the NSA is spying on me because I've posted something about vaccines and they're fucking messing with my head. And I mean, serious, like it's no joke. So God bless you. You can leave a comment for me. And if anybody's watching this, I don't suspect anybody is, but if anybody ever watches this and decides they want to, detox, I'd be happy to share my experience more fully with you. I can't even remember what day I'm on in terms of this process, but I would say I'm well into week 3. And they say week 3, a lot of people have said week 3 is the worst, but again, everybody's experience is different. So I'm going with week 3 is the worst, and that from here on out, I may experience some, feelings of dis-ease and discomfort, but not the debilitating anxiety like I just want to give it all up because I can't live life this way. Wow is all I can say. That's medical marijuana I think is a wonderful thing for a lot of different disorders, epilepsy, obviously cancer. I mean, I think that it's so useful. But for long-term recreational habitual use, no. But you're going to do it. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it. So all you can do is when you get to the other side of doing it and you want to not do it, just recognize that there's a bit of a learning curve and there's hope. Today it feels like there's hope. Yay. Anyway, that's Kim with the sauna sessions. I don't even like that anymore. I'm not going to call it that anymore. I might sit in my sauna, but I'm not going to call it that anymore. And I'm just going to also upload a little video showing you my coffee enema setup. All right? Bye-bye.